Today on CityCast Portland, we're talking about our best summer hacks for eating, lounging, adventuring, and cooling off. With me are our very own producers, Giulia Fiaoni and John Notarianni. Welcome back, you guys. How's it going?
Hey, the gang's back together. We haven't done one in a bit.
It's a big deal.
I think it's been 2 years. I'm just making that up. I have no idea.
Roughly?
Yeah. 2 years since the CityCast Portland Chatcast has come back. Chatcast. You two know the drill. Before we jump in, I ask an opening question so everyone listening at home can start judging us all. And to those already judging and wondering why we're not talking about the news on a Friday, know that we recently went through a format change and pretty much every day now is a Friday news roundup. So hit up any of our episodes from this past week or next week to catch up on the news. On yesterday's show, we broke format a little and I sat down for a one-on-one with Home Forward's former / now new interim executive director. So go check that out if you want to learn why our affordable housing providers in Portland are struggling. But back to today's Chatcast, my opening question is based solely on the fact that we're finally getting some hot weather. It was in the 90s yesterday, and it's supposed to get up to the 90s today. So I'm wondering what your personal hack is for cooling down that isn't just turning on the AC.
Okay, I have a west side hack and an east side hack. So
Oh my gosh.
first
what?
one, the ritzy, fancy grocery store Zupans off of Burnside up in the West Hills. You don't have to use your own AC. You could just use theirs. That store is very cold during the summertime. They make a point of doing that. I know this because I used to work there. Go in there in the afternoon. They have free wine samples, free food samples. You don't even have to buy anything. Just go take some free samples and head on out. My second idea on the east side is just off of Hawthorne at McMenamin's Backstage Bar. I'm not a huge McMenamin's head, but this spot is also freezing during the summertime. It's a really high ceiling bar and all of the walls are concrete. So it's like you're in a refrigerator. It's also really dimly lit, so it feels nice and cozy in there. They have shuffleboard, they have pool. It's a great place to kill an afternoon, especially if you're just in between events. But yeah, those are my two.
That is
Nice.
such a good hack. I can totally imagine that feeling of your eyes adjusting when you walk into that bar out from the sunshine. Mine is one you can do at home that I did last summer. Sort of on a whim, I bought a backyard misting stand.
Oh, I love that.
So great. You just screw it onto your hose and you can just have this beautiful cooling mist, sort of wafting over you. You can sit right next to it if it's super hot. And, it's like $20 or $30 depending on how comfortable you are shopping at big box retailers. It's a super cheap and great option for the summer.
Or it's free if I steal yours.
Or it's free if you come and hang out at my house.
I know where you live. You'd be like, my mister was stolen. I'm like, oh no. You're like, why is there?
no.
Claudia, are you getting misted right now?
Indoors?
The moment you said mister, I thought of Palm Springs. They do that in really hot climate areas. And I was transported. I was like, I can have Palm Springs in my backyard. I love it.
Yeah.
Brilliant idea.
So dreamy.
Mine is, go to a movie. Go to a movie and shut up. Shut up and go to a movie. Guys, I need everyone to know right now, listening and going, Claudia sounds a little spicy. My arm hurts so much. I went to the doctor today to get it checked out and stuff. So if anyone has any arm exercises or arm stretches, Portland at citycast.fm.
Save
Help us
her.
get through this.
I know. Because they gave me pain medication and I'm just like, can you imagine me taping with pain medication?
Oh, no.
I'm already so loopy. No, there's no way. Well, thank you both for your answers. Let's jump in immediately. What is your favorite outdoor patio or rooftop bar aside from John's backyard?
Okay.
Stay off my roof.
Mine is Red Fox on North Albina. They're open from 3 to 1 a.m. every day. So it's a real afternoon, late summer evening spot. And the reason why I picked this spot is they not only have a patio, they have a whole lawn that you can lay out on because it's nestled between this indie grocery store and this bar. And right in the middle is this grass patch that you could just sit and chat and hang out on. Across the street is Mississippi Records. It's just such a nice little community hub. Perfect spot to just lay out in the sun and have a beer. I just love it so much. I can't wait to hang out there this summer.
That is such a good hack. And the indie grocery store, shout out Cherry Sprout. I was actually in there last
Yes.
night buying some cheese and crackers. acres. So yeah, that was like such a great
Love
spot.
that spot. Yeah.
So I have sort of a controversial idea. Portland is a patio city, but I think of Portland as being a winter patio city. I feel like so many outdoor spaces are sort of oriented towards like the sort of gloomy weather that it took me a minute to think about the ideal summer spot. And Claudia, for me, I think it's Marie's in St. John's. So,
really?
like, awesome little dive bar. Like, I saw a website that described the interior as a rundown 70s era nightclub crossed with a Midwestern church basement, which, like, is the vibe inside. But the backyard is sort of just like your weird uncle's backyard. It's just, like, full of, like, cast off furniture, and there's tons of places to sit, and it's sort of like ramshackle, but super comfy. And it's like kind of enclosed too, so you feel like you have some privacy back there.
Amazing.
Love that.
So Marie's used to be a strip bar. I don't know if you guys know this.
Oh, really?
And it had, that's why if you go in, there's these pink, little booths, kind of velour pink booths. It was a strip bar and it had the craziest name. And I was trying to, St. John's, I know you know this. Like, it's kind of like almost slightly like offensive. Good name, where you're just like, why would you name it that? Like that kind of name.
That explains so much because you go into that place and you're like, what is going on with the coloring here? It's sort of like a pinky peach. That makes all the sense in the world.
Right?
Awesome.
Well, my favorite summer patio used to be Garrison's, which was right next to Marie's, R.I.P. But they unceremoniously shut down a couple months ago. So I'm actually still mourning that and looking for its replacement. So this question did bring up a lot of sadness. But if I had to pick one right now, it has to be the Deck. It's literally all patio and right on the Columbia.
That is the right answer.
Right? If you don't know about the Deck, it's a seasonal floating restaurant right on the docks off North Marine Drive. Does it have good food, you guys? No.
No.
Does it have good cocktails or a decent wine list? Hell no. But I can easily bike to it. It's a beautiful ride and the perfect location. And the breeze, it's freaking solid, y'all. You might remember that last summer I tried to kayak there from Cathedral Park. And I got as far as Sovies and then just was like, that's never going to happen.
I actually never heard the follow-up from that pursuit. I didn't know you actually attempted it.
No, that's going to go up on the shelf of things I wanted to do. Just like, remember when Giulia, for that one New Year's resolution, she was like, I'm going to do like a bakery run. And she was going to run to bakeries at like 6 a.m. and it never happened once. That's where that is going.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Giulia, did you do the bakery run?
No, I started skateboarding instead.
Close second.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Before we cut to break, can I quickly shout out a possible future fave? I just learned that the owner of the Portland Spirit, our favorite river cruise company, might take over that building that's right next to their Tom McCall dock landing. I'm sure you've seen this building. It's like all glass, I think. It says Portland Rose Festival on it. And it totally has a super cute outdoor area that would make an amazing riverfront patio. So fingers crossed that Parks and Rec, who oversees the building, will be able to work a deal with Portland Spirit because that would go bonkers in the summer.
Yeah. Super
right?
exciting. Yeah.
Yeah. And we all know that Parks and Rec needs that rent money. So to me, I'm just like, make it happen, guys.
Win-win.
Make it happen. Yeah. Well, let's take a quick break here. And when we come back, ideas for the perfect summer picnic.
A serious injury, catastrophic crash, or a wrongful death can change your life in an instant. The legal path forward can be daunting, especially when the responsible party is a powerful entity. That's why having experienced advocates on your side makes all the difference. At D'Amore Law Group, you're not just a number. You're someone with a team of attorneys committed to securing you full justice and working to ensure a safer Oregon for all. Led by veteran attorney Tom D'Amore, the firm has spent more than 30 years standing up to corporations, negligent drivers, and corrupt organizations. Conducting thorough investigations, working with leading experts, and taking cases all the way through trial. All at no cost unless they win. Contact D'Amore Law Group at 503-222-6333 or visit d'amorelaw.com for a free consultation. The cases that matter the most are the hardest to win, and that's exactly why they take them.
Okay, so this is a little fortuitous because Frame Without Knowing has actually paid me to talk about one of my favorite beers. So if you aren't aware, they brew a Japanese lager that is the absolute perfect summer beer. It's light, but not boring. It's crisp and floral with subtle hints of jasmine rice, cherry blossom, and plum. So you can taste that it's a craft beer without it being too precious or intense. But most importantly, at least for me, it's highly crushable and not even at 5% ABV, so you can drink it all afternoon and still tend the grill. Brewmaster Josh Freem fell in love with Japanese beers that you couldn't get in the US, so he spent years learning the craft, built something new using a German technique, Japanese ingredients, and refined it all in Hood River. You can try it for yourself and find it on tap and in cans at framebeer.com. That's PFRIEM beer.com, or visit their Milwaukee tasting room. All right, y'all, what are your best ideas for the perfect Portland summer picnic? Also, follow up, what's your favorite local summer produce? Bonus points if you have a suggestion for a recipe.
Oh, God, so much to hit in this one. So, starting with the picnic.
I'm like, you asked this
one,
question.
shout out to my Lake Oswego heads, because I'm about to plug a spot that Portlanders probably don't know about. So, Nansen Summit. It's like the Rocky Butte of Lake Oswego, but it's actually higher in elevation. It's about 1,000 feet up versus around 600 feet for Rocky Butte. So it gives you an idea of just how high up it is. And it's built on an extinct volcano called Mount Sylvania. And it's kind of a teeny little tucked away spot in this really wealthy neighborhood. But the walk up there, it's a few mile walk up into these built out trails throughout this neighborhood. And when you get up there, you have these amazing views of the Tualatin River Valley, the West Hills, and Mount Hood. And it's this perfect little curated grass area that you can have an amazing sunset picnic. What I suggest you bring are not just focaccia bread, but focaccia sandwiches. Go to Providar Foods. They have great focaccia. Get that bread, cut it in half, flip the outsides in so the oily parts are on the inside, fill it with some salami, prosciutto, mozzarella. It's going to be life-changing. That's what I would suggest for that. And when it comes to summer produce, my favorite thing have to be Rainier cherries. I've always been obsessed with them, even more so now because of where we live. And I don't have any recipes for it. John, I was going to ask you to think of a cherry cocktail that you might know of, because I would love to make something like that this year, but that would be my pick.
Cherries are interesting. Like, I wonder if you want to like actually like macerate the cherries into the liquid or like shake with them, or if you want to make some sort of like a cherry cordial. I could imagine you like soak like steeping the cherries in like a sort of like high proof liquor and then like adding something to it. I think that's the move.
See, John used to be a bartender.
Right here.
If you're wondering why Julia's asking John for cocktail advice, John is our resident bartender.
Yes.
Not just an alcoholic. It was once a career. Yeah.
It wasn't my job. What about you, John?
For me, the go-to picnic it's just so obvious because I had this experience of thinking that I was the person who came up with it. Go to the Whole Foods at 15th and Northeast Fremont, then walk over to Irving Park. It is like just like a couple blocks away. There's shady spots. If you want shady spots, you can watch people doing sports. If you like to like pretend like you're a sports fan. I did this last summer and I was like, oh, this is such a great idea. Guys, I shit you not. Every single person in that park was carrying a bag from Whole Foods. I was like the 30th person to the party that like brought the same thing. But it's so perfect. You can just go and get your little spread and just like walk down the road and you have this like giant, beautiful park where you can hang out.
Nice.
And in terms of produce, I am like all in on radishes and turnips right now. It is like radish and turnip, like spring radish and turnip season. Shout out Flying Coyote Farms, where I get mine from. You can check them out Saturdays at the Hollywood Farmers Market. Guys, you don't want a carrot. You don't want to like snack on a carrot. You want to snack on a radish. That is the move. Just like get some radishes, a little bit peppery with your dip.
Such a different profile too. Go on.
Oh, it's so good. And I feel like people get radishes and they're like, I don't know what to do with them. Like snacking on them is just the way to do it. Shave them real thin, put them in a salad. Beautiful. Cut the greens off. Mix those into your salad. They're so good. Putting a little bit of like radish greens in your salad. Or if you want to go indulgent, just like saute them with some butter and like flaky salt. Oh, it is like the most delicious. They almost get like juicy. It's so good.
Nice.
I love that you're like, they're almost juicy, you guys. I love radishes. I love radishes so much, but I think it's a very Mexican food staple.
Sure,
Like you use it to cut stuff with, you know what I mean, like flavors. So yeah, to me, when people are like, "What do you do with radishes?" I'm like, "You eat them." I don't know. What are you doing with them? So I totally am on that tip of just eat them. They're amazing. Okay, so this is what I think you should do. Hit up your closest farmer's market, grab some fun snacks. This is a super cute date idea too, because you guys can split up and surprise each other with nonsense, you know? And then you hit your favorite park with a little blanket and a cooler. And I personally think Peninsula Park's Rose Garden is top tier, but then so are the Bluffs if you're like going for a sunset. You know, romance. But really, your favorite local park is the move because you can most probably ride bikes there. And to me, the perfect Portland summer picnic involves you riding your bike. So I think that's the move. I know that's not like very prescriptive, but I'm just like, hey, hit up your local farmer's market, hit up your local park. You just won. Also, for my summer produce pick, Oregon strawberries. It's where it's at, and it's so easy to whip up some whipped cream, either real or like coconut milk and a little powdered sugar. Put that in a little container, dip your berries in it. If you're feeling a little extra, you can buy or make some shortcake. New Seasons usually has some amazing shortcake for sale, which I've eaten like raw, just straight out of the container with no berries or whipped cream, like an animal.
Nice.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that you two are both like these like beautiful summer fruits, and I'm like turnips,
Radishes.
I know you're like back in Russia.
just chomping on the roots.
Root veggies just feel like winter, but I mean they're so delicious
so
right now.
delicate at this time of year. They're just like little. Oh, they're so cute.
Aw.
Well, let's take a quick break here, and when we come back, some can't miss summer events. Wasabi Fest is returning to the red in Southeast Portland on June 13th. Sponsored by Sake One, the festival is bringing together some of Portland's most celebrated chefs and vendors to party with wasabi in unexpected ways, like ice cream. Sake lovers and newbies alike who are over 21 can sample an extensive selection of award-winning sake, local and imported, and if beer is more your thing, there will also be Japanese breweries in attendance. The very popular Wasabi Sake is also back this year, along with some fun cocktail collaborations from Urban River Spirits and Straight Away Cocktails. For even more details and to purchase tickets, head to wasabifestpdx.com. That's wasabifestpdx.com. Okay, guys, in your opinion, what is this year's can't miss summer event? And also, what is the one thing you have to do before summer ends or just didn't happen?
Okay. I think that this is every year's summer event. So bold claim, but the Mississippi Street Fair, it's the largest street fair that our city hosts. Like tens of thousands of people come through this thing. I don't think people realize. I think the reason why I obsess over this event so much is that it's a moment in Portland that our city feels like a real city. It just feels like everybody comes out. There's so much to do. It's so bustling. This year, it's on July 11th on a Saturday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. There's going to be so many art and food vendors, music going all day long. There's a rib off, a whole rib cook-off. It's crazy.
Oh.
Yes. There's always people dancing and just like really lounging around. I'm biased this time around. It's basically going to be in my backyard. So I am like going to make a whole day out of it.
I was going to say, after party at Giulia's house.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'll bring my mister.
That's a sweet deal. I've basically texted all my roommates and I'm like, hey, everybody better take this day off because it's a whole day affair. Come prepared. So that's the event of the summer for me. And the one thing I have to do before summer ends, I talk about this spot a lot. I try to think of another idea, but I was like, I feel bad not sticking to what I know is true. A sunset at the Bluffs.
Mm-hmm.
That is it. Take the Max there. It's right off of Interstate. You can take the yellow line, walk there, because after you're going to want to hit up Alibi and get some tiki drinks. And you don't want to drive home. So do a cute little sunset picnic at the park. There's going to be so many folks out there. Maybe you make some friends and you go and you take them to karaoke after. It's the best. They're right next to each other. Everything's in walking distance. I feel like it makes for the best summer evening. And it's something I have to do every year.
Yeah. Speaking of things I promised to do last summer that I failed to do and I'm holding myself accountable to, I am gonna strap a pizza to the back of my bike and ride it to the bluffs this summer. Mark my words. I promised last year, didn't make it happen, but I'm gonna do it.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
Everybody listen to what Giulia said, write it down. That is the perfect summer evening. So if you're just moved here and you're like, I need a cheat sheet, that was it. The alibi, oh, perfect. Okay. What about you, John?
Yeah, I wanted to shout out something that is actually starting this coming weekend. So Albina Music Trust is a nonprofit that is devoted to basically preserving the Black musical and cultural history of Portland. There's so much amazing stuff that's come out of the city. And they're like, we need to really preserve this. A couple years ago, they started something called the Soul Walk, which is sort of like a self-guided walking tour. Well, they are launching a new one this weekend, Soul Walk North, which is happening through the Albina neighborhood. So you can download an app and take this sort of self-guided tour through Elliott and the surrounding neighborhoods up Williams. It's about an hour, 90 minutes, maybe a mile walk, and you sort of have this stop-by-stop guided tour of all the history of these places and the music that came out of this neighborhood. And this Sunday, they're actually having a kickoff party. It's starting at Lillis Albina Park, and it goes all day. There's going to be food and live performances, and a bunch of organizations are going to be there too. The 1803 Fund is going to be there. Word is Bond is going to be there. So yeah, it's just going to be this awesome party celebrating this neighborhood and this new tour that you can do at any point you want throughout the summer.
That's so cool.
It's really
Very
cool.
cool.
And we're going to be talking more about it in the Weekly Wander. Quick log roll. That's our new weekly newsletter that we put out every Sunday looking at a new neighborhood. And our guy, Ben, has a great write-up with more information. If you want to learn more, keep an eye out for that.
Nice. And what's the thing that you got to do or else it's not summer?
I also thought, what is another thing I failed to do last summer that I really want to commit to? Molten Falls up in Washington. It's about 45 miles northeast of Portland. And it's just this gorgeous swim area. There's a short hike in. There's a bunch of swimming holes. And there's all these places where you can do little cliff jumps. There are some little ones that are 10 feet. There are some bigger ones. If you're a crazy person, there is a giant bridge that people sometimes jump off of. It's 3 stories tall. To be clear, I do not recommend doing this.
That's none of my business.
I cannot guarantee that this is safe, but I have seen people do it. Yeah, it's just a great spot. There's also hiking trails around there. It is just one of my favorite summer spots. I will say it does get busy in the summer. So if you're going to check it out, go early. But yeah, Molten Falls.
Oh,
Awesome.
I've seen pictures of Molten Falls. It's multiple falls, right? It's just kind of gorgeous and it surrounds you. It looks absolutely beautiful. Well, this one was a close tie between this year's Waterfront Blues Festival, specifically their lineup on Friday, July 3rd, which I'll get into, and of course the always free and always banging Cathedral Jazz Festival. And shout out to Montevilla Jazz Festival as well, but they're more of an early fall event for me. They're not really a summer thing, Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but whenever I've thought of the Waterfront Blues Festival, I've always thought of it as a really cool event that other people enjoy, that people from out of town come to take part in, and it's awesome. I'm glad it exists, but it's just not for me. But this year, all on the same day, they booked Duran Jones and the Indications, Portland's own Glitter Fox, Alejandro Escovedo from the Nuns, and Tootie Cole and her band, just to name literally the first 4 headliners of that night.
Yeah.
That shit is insane, I don't know who's booking it now, but I'm keep going, baby. That's awesome. I'm in. And of course, we all know that the Cathedral Park Jazz Festival, which is from July 17th through the 19th, is just a solid vibe. I learned it's also the longest running jazz and blues festival west of the Mississippi. The reason I love it so much is because it's free and people come to my neighborhood and the park that I think is solely underused. It's one of the most gorgeous parks we have, but because of where it's at, people just don't come up enough. And it's just filled. Julie, you've been to it. You've been to this. You understand what I'm saying. And it's just everyone under the sun. It is the most diverse crowd you're going to see. It's just awesome. The vibes are immaculate.
No notes. Yeah, both of those look awesome. I'm now looking at, I hadn't really gone through the Waterfront Blues Festival lineup this year, and it is great. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff.
Right? I don't know if they got a new booker or what, but I'm just oh, or you know what, John, we maybe just gotten older.
I was gonna say,
you know what I'm
are they
saying?
booking younger, or are we just getting old? Are we?
I think we
Claudia,
just
you just
got
recommended the
no.
jazz concert and the blues concert. We are
like,
old
whatever,
fogies
guys.
now.
Yeah. And mainly because I'm just like, it's free. It's in my neighborhood. I don't got to go nowhere. That's so funny. Okay. As for things I need to do or it's not summer, also a tie, I need to get out on the water somehow. Either it be like tubing or like on a boat or my kayak. I just need to touch it, you know? And also, I need my wine. There are so many wineries that have these like cute little seasonal cafe pop-ups that only happen during the summer. And my favorite is Malouf's No Close Radio. They're only open from Memorial Day through Labor Day, Friday through Sunday. Reservations are encouraged, and I just need to go there at least once during the summer, or it did not happen. I love their food, their wine, and the two people who run it are like super attractive and total sweethearts. You can also bring your leashed dog or chill babies, and the grounds are spectacular. And they're just like such good hosts. They're just like, welcome. And you guys have been, right?
I have not. No.
You guys,
You are like the resident wine expert here, Claudia.
I feel like I talk about it every year. I feel like I'm always
you
like,
do.
no close radio, no close radio, no close radio.
I mean, you
It's
never
like
invited
Forest
me.
Grove. Oh my God.
You know, you got my phone number. Text me Saturday
I
morning.
know.
Hey, John, what up?
Come on.
We're
I
going to the
love that
winery.
you're
Would you like to come?
I love that you're like, listen,
Practice it right now.
You've never picked me up from my house. So why would I have gone? Okay. And I'm curious, listeners, what is the one thing you need to do or it wasn't a Portland summer? Like, I want to hear it Portland at citycast.fm or hit us up on our IG. I don't know. Maybe we'll make a video. I don't know. I don't know how these things work. I just host this podcast. I don't know. But we do have a little time. And I wanted to ask one last question, if I could. What is your go-to cool down drink? Like, doesn't have to be at that patio that we all discussed is the best, but like, what is your go-to? Like, okay, I'm chilling out. I'm possibly hanging out on a patio. This is what I order. I just want to know.
Okay, so I am speaking. It's funny that I just like razzed you about your wine knowledge because I'm speaking less as an expert and more as like a sort of new enthusiast. But I've been like really vibing with Gruner Veltliner recently. It's an Austrian wine, really just like lean, acidic, dry, minerally, but like it is really well accustomed to grow in Oregon. So there's been a number of wineries that have been starting to produce it here in Oregon. Again, I'm not enough of a head to like authoritatively have my favorite Oregon Gruner on hand, but a couple places that have gotten good marks for their Gruner Veltliner. Illahee Vineyards and Winery in Dallas, Abbey Road Farm in Carlton, and Russell Prairie Rock Vineyards in Roseburg. The Brain Trust out there. If there's one I have to try, let me know. I want to check it out.
Nice. I mean, Austrian wine, already you're in it. You're in a good place. I'm letting you know.
So
It's
good.
a very underrated region. What about you, Giulia?
I am taking this in a whole different direction. I'm talking about Tulip Shop Tavern's slushies.
Oh, there we go.
Hands down, have the best slushies
Do they?
in town. I swear by it. They are a little bit on the pricier end. They are around $12, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. They do them up so good, and somehow, without really using like all milk like you would in a milkshake, it has like a creamy, thick quality to it. It's out of this world. The last time I went, I had one that was mixed with a Prosecco, but the thing about it that trips me up is that it never really melts down to that watery, slushy awfulness that a lot of slushies do end up getting. It's the best. You have to go get any of the ones they have on the menu. They usually have a couple banging flavors, but I really dream about this slushie. I don't really order them anywhere else because I know I'm going to be disappointed, but like this, they really do them up well.
That's so funny. I don't know their slushies, but like maybe I recommend North Killingsworth Slushy Crawl because like basically across the street at Sad Valley, they also have some banging slushies.
Really?
The last time I was in there, they had a Corpse Reviver #2 slushie, which is like a classic
Nice.
like gin, lillet, absinthe cocktail as a slushie. So yeah, I would say like
awesome.
maybe do both. Just have a go of it. Have a party.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
that's a great idea.
I love this idea. You know what I also love, you
Have a
guys?
headache. Whatever.
What I love is the idea of being able to buy a slushie, an alcoholic slushie, and walk around like it's New Orleans. Wouldn't that be nice? See, that's a summer. Portland, get to it.
Get on it, city council.
What's wrong with us? Might
The
as
podcast
well.
has spoken.
Literally, like, what are we doing here? Come on. All right. Look, we don't have affordable housing, but you can buy a slushie right there and you can walk across the street and buy another one and then keep going. People would love it. All right, whatever.
Claudia's campaigning for day mayor on top of night mayor.
Day mayor.
People would be more okay with the fact that we don't have affordable housing if they had a slushie in their hand.
Yeah, I love it. They're like, aren't you day drinking mayor? Claudia Meza. And I'm like, that I'm qualified for. Okay, I want to tell you my move here. Here we go. This is as an elder. Anyone who's listening, I'm probably older than you. I'm just assuming. I've hit that season where I just think everyone is younger than me. Like if you write in, I think you're 10. Immediately, you have to tell me if you're old. if you're just like, consider this. Because I'm just like, what is this 20-year-old writing to me about? Okay, so...
No 20-year-old is writing you.
I know, you're like, no 20-year-old is listening to this.
They're probably 60.
All right, here we go. My go-to drink is anything that will immediately quench my thirst because as you both know, when my body is under stress, it like overreacts. Like I feel like I'm drowning. And so it's the same thing when I'm too hot. I'm just like, I've literally dumped cold water on my head, like in public because I've been so hot and I just didn't know what to do. Like I'm just like, oh. So here's the move. Ice cold sparkling water, which once I'm done then, I pair with any crisp white, or if I'm going to place the mixed good cocktails, a gin gimlet. And I do that so I don't gulp down 3 to 4 alcohols in a row trying to cool down. It took me nearly 20 years to figure that one out. So please, everybody, learn from my mistake. That is all.
Good tip.
Because I feel like not enough.
Tip.
If you're going to drink, if you're going to day drink, or if you're going to drink in the hot summer, hydrate. Start with some hydration. Middle hydration, end with hydration, or you're not going to last, baby. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it to cross the street.
This full day Mississippi street fair is not going to work without
it's not gonna work.
Sparkling water.
Exactly. So that's my go-to.
Perfect.
Yeah. Well, you guys, I've noticed that a lot of listeners that we have just moved here, which is amazing. I think it's so cool. So I hope this is helpful for anyone who just moved here and you're just like, how do I hold on to this summer? Here's a way in. And also for all the old heads that are like maybe a little jaded and don't do summer anymore for some reason. Because there's a lot of Portlanders that are like, nah, we're done. No more summer.
No.
2 weeks in and they're done. You know what I'm talking about, you guys, because I know John is one of them.
I do burn out quick in summer. I do sort of turn into shades drawn AC mode gremlin pretty quickly. I'm fighting against it this year. But.
It's like not even the second week of July and John's already like polishing his snowboard, you know, like he's just like, oh man. Well, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Before we head out, though, we have some shout outs from members of our Portland Neighbors program. One of the perks of being a paying member of CityCast Portland is the opportunity to shout out a local business or organization that you love. Julia, do you want to kick us off?
Yes, I have one here from listener Riley G that says, Goal PDX, watch World Cup with dozens of your best friends and lose your minds when the good guys score. And then they added in parentheses, RIP Toffee Club, which I don't know what that is. I was hoping that you guys would know.
Yeah, it's a soccer club. It was a soccer club, but it was more like British influence. And the cool thing about Goal PDX, not that that's not cool. That was awesome. And it was also one of the first like, hey, we're just going to play like soccer, which was great, you know?
So some trendsetters. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Goal PDX is all Mexican. It's amazing. And I cannot wait. We're taping this a little... in 5 minutes, Mexico is going to be playing. This is how you know I'm a good employee.
You're continuing your workday.
Look at me.
In lieu of watching World Cup.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's another one from KDH that says, the Portland Fruit Tree Project. They're a nonprofit that will assemble a small team of volunteers to come harvest your backyard fruit trees or front yard. I just wanted to add that. And take most of the fruit to donate. Today, they left me more than enough fruit for my tree to make a couple cherry pies. And I get to feel good that the rest is going to people who will appreciate it. What a great idea. Julie, I know you're a big fan of this org. Shout out to them because they are awesome. I just love that. That's so Portland that someone's like, you know what we need? Oh,
it's so good. I also want to share one more note about listener Katie because this really cracked me up. We asked for people to give us a pronouncer of their name in this little shout out tool that we have. And she wrote into the box, Katie, like R, matey, if you were a pirate, but a K instead of an M and usually without the R.
R, Katie.
I was like that. Katie, you made my day. Thank you.
Oh man, I wish I would have seen that because I would have been like, KTH says.
Yeah. I think the proper pronunciation is Katie.
Yeah.
Katie.
Oh man, well, shout out to Riley and R. Katie, and special thank you to Jonathan B. for becoming a CityCast Portland neighbor this week. Jonathan, thank you. When you join as a Portland neighbor, we'd also be happy to read your shout outs of places you love in Portland alongside a bunch of other cool perks like ad-free listening, member-only content, member-only event invites, a bunch of other stuff. Join at membership.citycast.fm. All right, guys, we did another successful Chatcast.
Yay.
Yeah. Summer is here. Let's do it.
You're like, for 2 weeks, and then I'm out.
Until I
Then
get
we're
too
not
hot.
doing it anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Once I bring the mister inside, that's when you know it's really over.
That's all for today here on CityCast Portland. Thank you so much for listening. Our production team this week was John Notarianni, Giulia Fiaoni, Rachel Monahan, Jesse Wiza, Lizzie Goldsmith, Laura Satsui, and myself. Original music by Jenny Conley and Stephen Drizos. Additional music by All the Kimonos. Our ad music is by Sven Lindvall and Sarah the Instrumentalist from Epidemic Sounds via Getty Images. We'll be back Monday morning with more from around the city. Until then, see you at Slim's or at the Alibi.
Living on a prayer.
Yeah, I would pick you up. I would pick you up and I would drop you off.
Claudia, I live so close to the Alibi.
I know. He doesn't need to be
To me, it seems like that's the only time you'll go anywhere. Is like, well, are you going to come pick me up? I will pick you up.
I'm in.
All right.
See you there.